So on October the 27th, Saturday morning at around 10:30 a.m., a shooting happened at the 1100 block of East 37th Street. When they arrived, they found one man with serious gunshot injuries. The victim was later identified as 17-year-old Shyree Smalls. He was taken to a nearby hospital, Memorial Hospital, because that's of course where all the gunshot victims go to, where his gunshot injuries were discovered. He died shortly after as a result of his injuries. Now the thing about this is that this happened on the 27th. Now when this was initially reported, this was reported as a male on the East 37th Street that was shot multiple times with serious injuries. It didn't say that he died that day. They didn't release that he died until the 28th, or actually yesterday. But the thing is, people online was already saying rest in peace to Shyree. So I believe people within his family and within his circle already knew of his passing. You know, a lot of times that do happen where the family has to know first before it's made out to the public and to the media. So you know, I really just discovered that he was killed actually last night, because you know, they didn't release this out to the public. You had to really be on Facebook to know that he died from his injuries. But you know, as I'm showing you in the video right here, you know, the 1100 block of East 37th Street, that's right at the intersection, or really near the intersection of Waters Avenue. You know, that's about like 5 or 6 houses down from the intersection. Now in this video, it's not saying where exactly did the shooting occur at, like which of the houses that he gets shot at. You know, maybe it spread out through a couple of houses, maybe it spread out through a few scenes. So I'm not directly too sure about the whole situation, what took place entirely, but I do have a little bit of information about Shyree Smalls. You know, Shyree, I believe he was originally from Hitch Village Projects, and he was repping something called GMT. You know, I'm not so sure what that really represent. You know, anybody that knows what that represent, let me know in the comment section. You know, and it's really unfortunate that a 17-year-old kid gets gunned down in this type of fashion. You know, broad daylight. You know, this happened in the morning time. So who knows if the killer or killers will be caught. You know, they don't even know. Well, I don't even know what kind of caliber of gun was used, whether it just was one gun or multiple bullets found from different guns at the scene. There's little information about the situation, but you know, it's still a tragic situation. You know, and I'm not saying this about him, Mr. Shyree Smalls, but you know, a lot of the youth, they come up too fast, man. They come up really, really fast. They live a life of a 30-year-old almost, about all the things that they're doing. You know, hanging out on the street, you know, hanging with this person, smoking this on public, you know, toting guns. You know, like I said, I'm not saying this about Mr. Shyree himself, but you know, this is a common thing where a lot of 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds get shot and killed in Savannah. You know, this is not the first time I covered a 17-year-old kid getting gunned down. You know, like I said, this is a kid, not a man. This is a kid getting gunned down in the city. So, I mean, you know, like I said, man, you know, it's a lot of things that you can prevent a 17-year-old from, you know, entering his lifestyle. You know, for one, you can, you know, be interactive with that child. You know, you can do several things, you know, go make that child do sports, or you know, find any other extracurricular activity for that child, man, because you know, your child might end up murdered in the city. So, and you know, I hate to say it like that, but you know, it's a common theme, a real common theme. It's a reoccurring thing. It's reoccurring all the time. So you know, rest in peace to Mr. Smalls. You know, I wish he lived a longer life, and you know, I wish that you know, a lot of the times when you in Savannah, when you're hanging out with the wrong people, you know, a lot of those people can get you in situations where you can't get out of, and sometimes those situations even means death. Now, you know, like I said, I don't know the whole situation behind this, but any other updates about this, I'll let y'all know as well. But hey, that's all for right now. Stay blessed, Seaport.